Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick video on 3 pros and 3 cons that I've had with the Model 3 after having it for about a month now. So let's start with the pros. So the pros, so far I love the way the car handles and feels. The suspension on this car is just like your standard suspension. It's not an air suspension. And that air suspension in the Model S kind of makes it feel like you're kind of riding on air, like kind of like a 7 Series, but you don't really feel like you're connected to the ground. Coming from having had a 5 Series before this, I really like the fact that I feel like I'm closer to the ground, touching the ground. I can hug the turns a little bit better. Really love the way this handles and feels, especially around turns. The other thing that I loved is the energy consumption. The energy consumption on this has actually been better than what Tesla advertises. So what that means is the way I've been driving over the last 900 miles, I'm actually seeing getting more than 310 miles per tank. That's amazing. That really means that you can actually really drive your regular commute and probably not have to fill up throughout the week at all, which is great. The other thing that I've loved is just the interior. The interior feels really premium. I was worried originally about not having that center instrument cluster and how that would make me feel. Don't miss it at all. That's this center screen that exists is more than adequate and has been amazing. To complement that, this panoramic roof has been great. I just catch myself at times at a red light and I am just like, wow. I look up and just it's great, especially at night when you can see the stars. I Definitely worth the extra money to get the panoramic roof. Would highly recommend it. Now, things that I think could be better. The things that I think could be better. First of all, I've had to take the car in for repair for a few different issues. Two of those issues were resolved, and three of those issues were resolved, and one is still outstanding. The three that were resolved, my front hood was slightly tilted. That was something that was really easy to fix, and maybe I'll do a video on how to fix that yourself if you have it. Really easy fix. Second issue that got resolved was some rattling in the center console right here. They were able to resolve that really quickly as well. The third that was resolved was the glove box stopped opening. That was also, they just replaced the motor fix. The one that they haven't been able to fix is wind noise. When there's a crosswind, especially at speed about like 40-45 miles an hour, you get some crosswind from the front panel of the panoramic roof and the windshield. That's something that they're waiting on because as the Model 3 production ramps up, they just haven't had as many windshields and glass roofs to replace it with, especially for maintenance issues. So I would really like to see that get a little bit better. Especially since I've been waiting for a few weeks now, in order to hear back from Tesla to say, hey, we have the part now. The two other things that I want to mention, I really think that the supercharging on the Model 3 is kind of borderline not affordable, especially in California. At 26 cents per kilowatt hour, that's basically what my utility charges me at home, less if I'm on like an EV charging plan in Northern California where nighttime rates are better. I've personally been charging it at work, so that's been great for me. But I definitely think for longer drives, Tesla's got to figure out how to maybe have a subscription plan or something in order to discount that rate down. 26 cents kilowatt hour is just not sustainable. The third thing that I would really like to improve on the car is your media, the way you use your media. It's really hard to toggle between your phone and the Bluetooth on the phone and the tune-in radio and any other sources of audio that you might be using. I think this is an easy software fix, and I'm sure Tesla is working on something. But maybe I'll do another video on this as well, where you can see why it's a little tedious to switch back and forth. Overall, my verdict on the car after having it for a little over a month, it's great. I love it. It's kind of like the best car that I could have wished for. As far as Tesla's, as far as what my expectations from Tesla were, it's definitely over delivered. There are a few things that I think kinks as part of being a first adopter that are just going to get worked out. But for all of you who are waiting on your cars or just got your cars, I think you're really going to enjoy it.